Alright.
know if it strictly saves enough time to be worth running all the way back through, but I wonder.
Well, Flop deciding to reset. It can be beneficial in certain areas.
Alright, it's working. Haha. I want it to continue to work. Alright, it's working. Haha. I want it to continue to work. So far, so good. We got about 4 minutes before I said I was going to start, so I'm going to wait 4 minutes before I start. So far, so good. We got about 4 minutes before I said I was going to start, so I'm going to wait 4 minutes before I start. So good. We got about 4 minutes before I said I was going to start, so I'm going to wait 4 minutes before I start. And if I'm the only person on here, that's okay too. I would love to see more people. And if I'm the only person on here, that's okay too. Not that serious. I would love to see more people. And if I'm the only person on here, that's okay too. Not that serious. I would love to see more people. Not that serious. Sure, it looks like everything's running well. Sure, it looks like everything's running well. Sure, it looks like everything's running well. It says it's online there. It says it's online there. It says it's online there. All right, looks like we may have a little delay on one, but that's okay. I'm sure people will join us as we go, and that's all right also. If you know anything about Quest for Glory speedrunning, it is a hot commodity right now. It was absolutely a lie. It is not a hot commodity. I am pretty much the only person who's actively doing it. There's one other person who showed interest recently. I'm just excited I might not be the only one at some point. Anyway, what we're doing is I am going to go one more time through the Quest for Glory series here. VGA, straight through VGA, the VGA remake, Quest for Glory 3, 4, and 5. We're going to be playing as a thief because it's the one I know the best. This is attempt number 2, really, to actually get a good solid streaming thing going on. I've got a couple other settings here. I'm streaming to Twitch, but also to YouTube at the same time using Restream.io. I want to see how it works. I'm also using the Steam version of the Quest for Glory collection for the first time. We'll see how that works. So far, so good. I'm impressed. I did a bunch of settings that should make this fly about the same as what the Good Old Games version was. It just looks a little prettier and it's a little easier. Plus, in theory, it's also streaming to Steam right now, which is exactly what I want to see. So multiple streams going. Let's see how this goes, and we are going to begin in, well, not in anything. I'm going to start right now. Should have all the Roland MT32 settings all set. Pick Thief. If you've never seen this route, then there's going to be a lot of things that look strange. You're going to think, did he just beat it that fast? Is that what the programmers intended? And the answer is an overwhelming no. So here we go. I'm going to start in 3, 2, 1. Oh. I, honest to God, did not think I was going to get another chance to stream this soon. Also changed some settings on my microphone. Hopefully that worked out and made it a little more bearable. Yesterday we had some trouble, but it was the first run. Give me a little bit of slack there. Alright, let's head up. Let's save the bear. Here I am, already not paying attention. It's a little faster if you do it that way. Then switching back to run. At least I like to think so. If it's not faster, then it's identical. Alright, the bear is better. Switch to run. Barrel ahead. Let's head to the brigands. A little faster than usual. Ah, shoot. I don't think that rarely happens where you get into a fight there. Yeah, he's unbearable. Good to see you again, David. How you holding up tonight? Oh, I can also ask you guys, how's the microphone? Is it any better? And what trip were you headed? Good, that's what I wanted to hear. There's things on my safety tips. Good. That. I've flown over Colorado. I haven't actually been there, so I wish you lucky. I wish you a safe trip. Do you have a long way to drive? Or if you're flying, I hope you're. Good. That's all I have to say. Good. Anytime I take a trip anymore, if it's more than like 5 hours away, I'm flying. It's maybe that's excessive. If it's 6 hours, I won't fly. But I think you get what I'm saying. I mean, if it's going to be any sort of distance, like if I'm gonna have to plan a hotel trip in between, I'm flying there. Well, with that in mind, I guess I wish you a happy flight then. All right, Quest for Glory 1 done. Alright, so David, you're the person here who's watching, so I'm going to give you the option. Should I do the VGA version of Quest for Glory, or should I do the EGA version of Quest for Glory? Okay, we'll do VGA. EGA might embarrass me. I haven't really practiced that one that much. Okay, let's save. Having a little trouble with DOSBox quitting out on this Steam version. I keep getting glitches and stuff, so give me a second. Let me make sure my character is importing correctly. Alright, Quest for Glory 2 coming up right now. I lose all chat capabilities. Please don't hate me, I'm not ignoring you. I have to go full screen on this one because it doesn't have a mouse capture and for the screen, which means that the game does not like to play nice. If I move the mouse anywhere but where exactly it needs to go, suddenly I'm off screen and it's just not behaving at that point. All right. There's a lot of funny little differences in the EGA and VGA. The EGA, I can get to Razir in the EGA in like 5 minutes. It is really a very quick process. I hope I did that right. Okay, good. But once I hit Razir, oh, that was not good. Let's see if I can get this right. Well, this is not starting out as a good run. I love that. Oh, it gets even better. There we go. I missed it by one screen. Figures. Okay. Well, we're back on track, and that was about as dirty as a run as I've ever had in this game. That's okay. I was due for one. Everybody gets one. That means it's gotta go faster, I guess. Got it. Eat. Jerky rations. I knew I made a mistake. You know what? I can fix it on the next day. Man, this is not looking pretty right now. I noticed that I did not have as much money as I thought I had, or that I should have had, which means that I bought the wrong thing at the apothecary. I bought the healing pills, which is okay. I'm going to need the healing pills later. but I didn't think I'm only really supposed to buy the incense at that point. Incense stay 4. That's pretty funny. Okay. Let's go up here. I'll buy the incense from him now. Incense. Good. Let's get them up there. Magic lamp. Groundwater. Are you kidding me? All of that running around in the desert away from all of those guys has completely depleted my... Oh, I've only got 10 DR. I don't have enough money. What do I do? I know what I do. Yep, I know exactly what I do. Scrap that whole run and have to start over. Not what I wanted to do. Safety saves. Safety saves are the important thing for me to be doing. That's what I get for not doing them. Here we go. As long as I don't run directly into one, knock on wood. Make this up. That was great. Good. Made it to the right place anyway. Not messing up the safety save there. Alright, let's go back to town before I hurt myself. That was great. Okay, cool. Scorpion's over there. Fine. Come at me, Scorpion. See if I care. And I go back into the desert. Why not? Okay. Oh, that was hysterical. I cannot believe that happened a second time. At least it worked out, but... Got the right thing this time. Heat. That is so funny that that happened that way. Didn't matter. I didn't think I came here to buy the bag. I need to buy the bag. Come on. Alright. Let's go to evening. Let's do some pre-gaming here. Got it. That will save me a trip. There's really not any intuitive time that it really makes sense to get the bellows. It makes sense in the EGA version. There's a perfect time to do it, but in EGA, there's not really any hard and fast place where it really makes sense to do that. And everybody, I hope you are loading up that queue with questions, because I can't see any of them, and I will be able to shortly. Because this game doesn't take all that long once you really get going. Oh no, it's a little close. Gotcha. That was savage. Alright, day 7, here we come. Seven. Now, if I could get this game to run correctly inside of a DirectX window, it runs okay. It just doesn't run perfectly, and it throws me off at some points. Probably something I could get used to, but I'm so used to running it at the speed that I am, at the screen that I am. It's and then to figure out just one or two extra settings that would make it run perfectly. Ah, that would be great. Okay. Let's see here. Shop. I'll keep on laughing. Love it. All magic in this game is broken. Already done that. Cool. Wow, that worked out perfectly. He went exactly where I needed him to. Alright, so now we need night 11. So this is night 9, night 10, and night 11. And we got money. I found out if I just hold the escape button, it kind of looks like Omar the Poet has no idea what to say and is just utterly speechless. Kind of makes me laugh. Day 12, let's go fight the Earth Elemental. Okay, got the Earth Elemental. I need to make one more purchase of these pills. Purchase, let's buy the rest of our spells. Actually, let's just buy the rest of everything so that we have it for the rest of the game. Here we go. Come on. Where are you at? Where are you? There you are. And boom. I actually think that's a really clever addition to this game that would have been really cool to have in the first game. I mean, it's not really any difference. It's actually way faster to do the throwing ability. But the throwing, you just throw it at him, it blows up. There we go. But I like the kamikaze. I think the kamikaze is kind of cool. Alright, 13's done. And day 14, we can get the water guy and then sleep the rest of the day. And then I can bum rush to the end. Oh, come on. One of the things I found, this game is extremely particular with mouse clicks. Like one wrong click in the one wrong spot in Razier when talking to Ferrari, and you're dead. There's no second chance. Like if you miss the cup, you're just absolutely toast. Okay, here we go. Everybody's favorite scene coming up. I can't hear the sound of my beehive. I wish I could make this go faster. I know I say that every time, but I mean it. I wish I could make it go faster. So anyway, one of the things I'm thinking of doing is going through the EGA games, like just Quest for Glory 1 EGA, Quest for Glory 2 EGA in the next run, just to see where it comes out in the time. I suspect it's probably going to be about 4 minutes slower, if my math is right. If my math is wrong, it could be like 8 minutes slower. My thought is that with Quest for Glory 2 and the amount of savings that you get in Quest for Glory 2, it's just absolutely worth it to run the BGA version. It's the walking is less tedious. However, you do skip some problems in Quest for Glory 3 whenever you get there, with the agility skill being higher. The other problem, here we go, let me focus here for a second. I'm holding escape key, so I'm skipping dialogue. I don't even know I'm skipping yet. Alright, let's see. Let's talk. Look how fast this conversation goes now. Here it is. If you misclick that, you are done. It just absolutely kills you. Yeah. Very unforgiving, man. Let's go to bed. Poor guy. Lugar getting drug off. I have an interesting character that really doesn't get fleshed out. I don't even know if they really say he gets fleshed out in the fifth one. I think he's just kind of a side, like a sidebar. Like he can be that like guy who just smuggles everything and is just known for that, but he's kind of just introduced and dropped off. All right, let's. Okay, here we go. Into the corner, because I'll have to talk to Ferrari again if I don't auto-sleep. We're not doing that. Of course, I've already had to restart the game. That's not good, ever. Again, letting everybody know I am in full screen and can't see what's going on because this game doesn't run late. Maybe it's just me having wishful thinking that maybe somebody else could be watching the stream right now, but heck, David, my one viewer, might be gone already. I'd be laughing and talking to myself. But whenever I have several million viewers, I'm sure that I'll look back on this and laugh. Like I'm laughing at myself now as if I'm ever going to have a couple million viewers. I don't do this for full time. I don't do this for a living. Because I like the series. Cool. There we go. But I can't see your comments if you're making them, so be there. That wasn't a good one. I'm gonna heal now before I really get hurt. One more. Oh. You heal because I've tried it. If you don't heal, even if you've healed halfway through the fire room, you fall to your bloody doom. And I don't want to do that. I've already died without a really good safety save. Silliness. Still can't believe I ran into that many problems. Alright, let's see here. What am I getting? Stealth? Healing? Adios. Okay. Safety save there because why not? Even though there's nothing that can really. I mean, I'd say that should be no problems from here to the end of the game. And let's run away over here. Save one more time. And okay, Quest for Glory is done. Just gotta get through the end of the scene and save my guy, and I can start talking to everybody again. I like the idea. Use the water elemental. Brings everything back to life. It's probably in the story somewhere, or maybe it's not. But for some reason, it heals the whole town. I mean, I know water is kind of the life source of this entire thing. It is for desert living in general, but it heals the cracks in the walls. Oh yeah, Cactus left at your end. Hi. I'm holding escape. It just looks like they stared at me for a second and said, ah, forget it. Here we go. I get another necklace. This one isn't nearly as troll as the first one. Or Aziza, if I did anything. Okay. Any second. Okay, doesn't want to quit. Nice. Alright, I am back. And all I need to do now is get this back up here. I need to transfer a character, because it doesn't save it to the right place. And I can't find a really good batch file that's going to work that way. Alright, so let me see here. All behind the scenes stuff. Very, very boring. I have a directory on my second drive that I use as an A drive in the settings. Here we go, Quest for Glory 3. Alright, here we go. Import character. The fun game right now is to decide exactly, or to guess exactly how many random encounters I'm going to get in this run. My guess is I'm going to hit 10. Alright, let's see. Oh, did the VGA not show up on stream at all? Oh, please don't tell me that. VGA didn't show up on screen. 1 and 3 are fine. Well, listen here, I can pause this. Let me give you the option. I have no problem. There was audio, no video. I don't think I changed any settings on this. I wonder if changing the directory screwed up my XSplit. Either way, I can give you the option because it'll take me a couple minutes to, or a little while to figure out what the heck happened with the VGA. I have absolutely no problem going back and doing the EGA because that one will show up because it's in DOSBox. I've stopped the timer. This run is already blown, so I have no worries about saving this time whatsoever. What do you think? I will continue just as if nothing happened, because that must have been a really boring black screen. Or you could have just turned the TV off entirely and just had a soundtrack. I have no strong opinions. You know, I'm going to do it. Oh, I don't blame you if you need to get packing. You know, it'd be kind of fun to have Quest for Glory 2 on there. In fact, I will stop the timer for Quest for Glory just because this will probably be about where it would end anyway, so that's what we'll do. Give me a good excuse to practice this one too. I like the idea of having both ready to go in my repertoire. I have not played the EGA nearly often enough. Should be able to import perfectly also. Whoops. Imported successfully. Great. Okay. It imported as a fighter. Okay, it's using the old version. Boy, this is a really fun stream tonight. Okay. Trying to get this right. And don't worry, you're not missing anything. The stream is not correct yet because I haven't started. I'm going to restart Quest for Glory 2 and get this right. There's a glitch in the game that makes every single character show up and import completely incorrectly. They import as a fighter. It's an annoying glitch. Unless you're a fighter, in which case it's perfectly fine. There's no difference. But if you're a thief, and suddenly you're expected to go toe-to-toe with the Earth Elemental with Soulforge, you're going to have a bad time. So let's see, that should have fixed it. Still a fighter. Well, that's about how the night's going. Do I do? You could be right on the technical details of that. However, because of it, I'm trying to think of the right way to say this. It might just be because it is easier for Quest to fix Quest for Glory 2's input than it is to switch Quest for Glory 1's output. Complete speculation on my part. You know, I am really confused as to why that didn't work right. That should have worked perfectly. It's an import. Hey, Meg, it's good to see you. It's an import glitch, just a patch to fix in Sierra, but for some reason not included in the GOG Steam. Yeah, I found that out whenever I was trying to go through it before. I'm a little shocked. I must have reinstalled and not actually changed the files around. I'm just going to have to go back to Quest for Glory 3 right now because that's going to take even longer than it would take to probably figure out the problem for Quest for Glory 2. So we're going to pretend that none of this ever happened. We're going to keep going forward. We're going to march. I've actually had the problem with... yeah, I remember I've had an... you know, it wasn't really... There's a lot of screwiness that happens in both games, so I hate to point the finger at either one of them. The money in Quest for Glory coming out of Quest for Glory 1 and the Quest for Glory 2 in the VGA version, it's just absolutely nuts. Oh, don't feel bad you forgot about it. Heck, I never even thought I was ever going to be streaming. The fact that I stream at all. Amazing. What a time to be alive. Quest for Glory streaming. Me having time. A microphone even. I never thought it would have happened. Usually I'm used to my microphone being attached to a pulpit. It's a little different. Now I gotta lean forward in front. Apparently it sounds a lot better than yesterday. You missed the real problems. Alright, let's see. Let's just forget any of that happened. I'm going to play around with the details of it probably tomorrow or sometime during the rest of the week. I can almost guarantee you this will be the last time I stream this week. The VGA version that I was running worked perfectly fine the other day, and all of a sudden it decided it didn't want to show up on this screen. I changed some settings. I switched around from Quest for Glory 1 to from the Steam version, from the GOG to the Steam version, and in that transition something got screwed up. And basically everybody had a really nice soundtrack with absolutely no video, but because the game's full screen, I couldn't tell. But at least I sounded better than the other day. Okay, let's see. Dagger, spear. Again, I don't think I need the dagger, I just forget. Rope. And we're trying to dodge these. Our character is antisocial. Alright, here's the question now. Oh. Yeah, like that timer means anything anymore. Alright, there is one encounter. I'm guessing I'm going to have 10 encounters this game. Now watch, because Quest for Glory 2 just got so completely muddled, I'm going to end up having the best Quest for Glory 3 I've ever had. It would be record pace, and there's going to be absolutely nothing I can do about the time. Because pretty much all my time yesterday whenever I was streaming was lost in Quest for Glory 3 because of these RNG issues. 4 went pretty smooth, all things considered. I had some routing issues, which were more mental than anything. Alright, right now I'm using that trick I use. Ego spends so much time admiring himself in the presence of the community. For those of you who are not SCI fans, Ego is the name of the character in the actual code. Oh, I cannot believe that was a 1 pixel chance of me actually getting caught there, and I got caught in the counter. Okay. Ego is the name of the character. So they move them around. Most are unaware that they are. I love when Rakesh sticks it to his brother and he doesn't even notice. If you ever get the chance, read that dialogue. It is funny. In fact, if you ever get the chance, read all the dialogue in this game. It's very well written. Don't be like me, who skips all the dialogue. But that's kind of the name of the game right now. I played around with a little bit of a fun route. Yeah. I'm trying to find out every possible way to die. This was one of the more forgiving games, in my opinion. I find I'm ready to die most times in this game because, well, in real life, because this game has so many glitches. Yeah, the game crashes and dies before the actual character does. I played around with a little bit of a route difference where I ran outside immediately after gaining control of the character, waited until I went to the Simbani village, and then went and did all of my shopping afterwards. And you get into trouble because it doesn't quite work right. It's pretty funny. I think that's... Oh good, another one. That's what, 3? Yeah, sounds like 3. You can throw mud at Adavis? I never knew that. Where do you get mud from? Wow, this is, you know... No, question about that fun fact. Is that how he... Oop, almost went too far. What am I at now? 6. You can throw Fuller's Earth at Adavis. That is awesome. I have got to try that using the warp cheats because I'm not going through the game fully just to do that. But that is so funny. I never thought about that. I mean, I guess you could also get Earth from the plant seller guy, but... Oh yeah, I mean, there's so much going on. As I was saying, if you go to the... This is going to be interesting. This timing might not work right. Oh good, another encounter. Sorry, I have a microphone plugged in. It cuts my speakers out. Yeah, this game is turning into... or this run is turning into the run from hell. I don't even think I'm going to beat RPG 2016. Limit Break. Oh! I didn't even know that could happen. Should sleep through the morning now. Anyway, if you run out of town and travel with Rakesh, like you wait for the meeting before you even exchange any of your money, you go back from the Simbani village, you try to exchange your money, suddenly Rakesh is back in the chamber with you, and you are taking another oath and heading back to the Simbani village. And you don't even get to buy anything. You end up having to hear Rakesh's entire speech twice going across. It's a pretty fun little glitch. Oh, another encounter. What a shock. At least it's nighttime. Got the right time period. this could be one of the worst RNG examples I've ever had in this game. Like, unless the rest of the game plays out perfectly, this is going to be a really sore looking time. Oh, looks like we might have 4 viewers across everything. I'm excited. I have not played Quest for Infamy. I have played Heroine's Quest. I have the route for the fighter of Heroine's Quest and a speedrun route for it pretty much set. I'm having a little bit of trouble with the vouching in one of the chapters. And it's fighting me, and it's annoying, but I'm so close to actually recording a series of runs on that game. I believe that there's a way past it with the thief that you can do, or the rogue character, whatever it is, if it's a thief, rogue, whatever. It's a little fuzzy in that game. Quest for Infamy, I haven't even touched. I want to. It has been on my short list of games to play since when? What's it been out for now? Like 5 years or something like that, and I'm like just now saying I'll get to it. Well, it's either your streaming or my streaming. I am using Restream.io, which allows me to dual stream to Twitch and YouTube. So if it's not working on YouTube, what you could do is head over to Twitch at Reverend Miller is my streaming name on Twitch. Because I noticed I was having some problems streaming on YouTube earlier. Yeah, I expected this. YouTube streaming. I've had mixed reviews about Quest for Infamy. Funny enough, I've heard nothing but glowing reviews of Heroine's Quest. And I love the entire Icelandic saga. Yeah, the sorceress is the one I have the least. Wow, that actually is an encounter that worked out in my favor. If it sounds like I'm answering questions that don't exist, it's because there are 2 people out talking to me, at least from 2 different streams. I love this. He's not a fan of Quest for Infamy, but he thinks... I'm still going to have to play around with that one, though. I will very likely, like always, try to work out a speed run for it. Really what I want to do is I want to get the speed run for... I want Hero U to come out. Alright, valid artwork. I can't argue you on that. This game definitely does seem to have the most unique artwork in the entire series. Even over some of the animations and atmosphere of Quest for Glory 4. Yeah, I'll agree with you. I think Quest for Glory 3 probably did have the best artwork. Apparently I've dropped about 137 frames. I don't know what that's about. My speed back up to full. Come on, bad encounter rate. This game loves to troll me. There we go. The fact that I'm at 141 right now is not a good sign for this run. course, the fact that I had to restart Quest for Glory 2 was not a good plan for this one. I'm starting to drop frames, it looks like. Not very many, but just enough, so if it gets bad, let me know. 100% speedrunning. Oh yeah, there's a couple things, I mean, I haven't even 100% completed that game yet, so I've done an any percent, and I'll grind, you know, wherever you grind up and just have fun and really build up your character, but I haven't even done 100% on that one yet. Heck, I haven't even 100% of the entire Quest for Glory series yet, so I'm definitely not going to 100% that one. But I will look into finishing the any percents. I've got a couple things I got to work on first, but that would be something, you know what, maybe I'll look into doing that next week. I should have a little bit of extra time come next week. I love peace conferences that end in a good war. That's funny. Listen to me, war is funny. Go figure, I would say something like that. Never saw him in the Sorcerer's playthrough. Oh good, and I got caught in an encounter. This run keeps getting better and better, by glory. Okay. That is a very, very good question, because that is entirely, let me just set this up and I can reason through it. Quest for Glory 3, I'm sure if everybody's watching this, they may or may not know, but for restream's sake, Quest for Glory 3 was programmed incorrectly. As far as I understand, that's how it's supposed to have happened. You can't get the maximum points with anybody except for one case. With a fighter that becomes a paladin, you can hit 500 points. Everything else is a little screwy. I think the thief is 473 points would be the maximum score. The wizard is 485, I know that one, and the fighter is like 472, 473, something like that. That is technically 100% because you can't go higher than that. Plus, we do 100% a little different in this because points are really what determine whether or not you get a maximum score. So because of the score, that's kind of determined on 100%. Now that would normally not be a problem because you would do everything that your character is supposed to. In Quest for Glory 1, there's a little glitch that happens with the Detect Magic scroll that adds 4 points, which technically allows you to, I mean, in my Thief run, I use that to skip having to get the Cheetar and the Troll Beard. The Cheetar Claws and the Troll Beard, and I still end with what looks like a maximum score. It says you've completed and done everything, you've got a maximum score, so as far as I'm concerned, that's good. Now, if we found something that really seemed to bend the rules and suddenly somebody was able to just jack up their points with like absolutely no repercussion, then I'd say that's probably a separate category. But as far as I'm concerned, if it says full score at the end of a game, you have 100%ed it. Quest for Glory 3 is the one exception to that rule because it will never tell you that you've maximum scored it. I just on Speedrun.com added the category for the Quest for Glory collection, which is meant to track these kind of like marathons and what the records are for the marathons of each class. I'm going to be recording a fighter. I'll be recording a wizard once I begin to remember them. Fighter I'm not looking forward to because of Quest for Glory 3. Bugs with snack creation for the sake of interesting runs, I definitely oppose them. Yeah, me too. In fact, I actually, in the rules on speedrun.com, make sure that it says that all glitches, exploits, and anything else, bugs in the game that work for your benefit are free game except for stat glitching at the beginning. Call it what you want. It just kind of like breaks the game. I mean, I can beat Quest for Glory 1 in literally like a minute if I do it that way. Okay. Calm. Got to save and load here so we don't get another crash. And it's not even as if it like crashes right away. It crashes at the end of your entire posse coming out, so you have to watch that entire scene one more time, just for giggles. Yeah, I never saw Loki in Heroine's Quest either. I've actually yet to complete the series with a fighter. I've done Paladin, Wizard, and Thief, but just plain fighter is yet to happen. I've seen the fighter ending for Quest for Glory 3 once. I hate the fighter. Like, I love them in every other game except for Quest for Glory 3. And the reason is because that gargoyle fight at the very end is just brutal in the marathon run. If you're doing a casual playthrough, you can beat that gargoyle no problem, but in the speed run, you need to have weapon skill and strength and dodge and parry at reasonable levels to actually be able to connect with the guy. It's over the top. In fact, it's killed runs that were on very good pace, and then on top of that, in order to progress it, you need to have at least 150 in throwing and 150 in strength. So you're constantly having to build up both. Although I will say, from a technical standpoint, I think the fighter is the most interesting in the marathon runs. I just hate them because of that. Ooh, neat. I really gotta play that game more. I want to play Heroine's Quest now. Need to get it installed properly. Make sure it's working, unlike Quest for Glory 2, that mess. I should have been paying attention. Okay, good. Glitch working. I love that glitch. Again, I have no idea why that one works, it just does. I think Corey tried to explain it at Limit Break, Corey Cole. What he said is that you pretty much had to, like they had to draw these like pixelated lines to do the borders or something along those lines. They had to be programmed very specifically, and it just didn't. If you missed one, then you could get out of bounds very easily. I found about 3 or 4 places in the game where it can happen, and that is the only one where it is actually beneficial. Okay. Second here, I'm fighting with DOSBox crashing rather than closing. Apparently Quest for Glory 2 was still running in the background, go figure. Okay. Quest for Glory 4 doesn't want to play today. Let's try that one more time. Nope. Something about that doesn't want to work right, so we're going to do a workaround. Because I'm not trusting the Steam version, and I'm not going to trust the Steam version until I actually get it up and running correctly. So I'm going to go back to the good old games version for this and run it from here. Come on, game. Well, because I have it up, I'm guessing that you guys can't see that. The stream is not working right, is it? Add screen capture. No idea why that's doing that today, but... I'm gonna guess that you can see it now. I didn't think they were different. They seem like they're programmed the same. I can tell that they were at least ripped from the same idea. Here we go. Let's continue this catastrophe that we're calling a speedrun. Yeah, but I'm having problems. All of my GOG versions work, and my all of my Steam ones are... I don't want to say all of them. Quest for Glory 1 worked well. Quest for Glory 2 EGA worked well, except for the fact that it was glitched. Quest for Glory 3 worked, and yet for some reason Quest for Glory 4 crashed. Now I've noticed that DOSBox really does not like XSplit, at least for what there's some setting that I'm using it. I'm going to look into it because there's got to be a solution for it. But every time I close down a DOSBox game, it crashes, which is a problem. Now, the funny thing is that the GOG versions crash nicely. They crash, I hit cancel, they close right down. The Steam versions hang there, and I have to control, delete, and end the task before it'll actually work. It's gotta be different. Yeah, I've noticed that also. Part of me wondered, because I know you and I are on there answering a lot, Magus. A part of me wondered whether or not this was just growing pains. A new community's coming to the game and we're having to answer old questions. But there do seem to be a lot of things, like, there seems to be an excessive amount. Like, I can speculate as to some of the reasons why it's not working in the GOG version, but with these Steam version, it just seems like, I don't really know. It's not running it any differently. Let's see here. Equipment. Before I forget everything that I'm supposed to do in this game, I should probably do it. Wow, where am I going, for God's sake? I'm going to chalk this entire run up to me having a really long day at work.
You beat.
That's good. Well, that was perfect time.
You.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was not the worst. That puzzle's screwy. I've never actually figured out what the average time can be on that. 1, 2, 3. I knew this game the best, so whenever I start to open up a menu, and I'm not exactly sure why, I tend to go with it because I assume I know what I'm doing, even if I don't remember what I'm supposed to be doing. What if my DOSBox don't have for some reason? It's extremely possible. It could just be a different version of DOSBox, and it looks like it's the same. 0.74, but that doesn't mean that they haven't added some particular code to it or something like that. Maybe it allows for the Steam overlay. They contain the formula. Yeah, you're not alone in that. It was a fun little copyright protection. I never dared to lose that. I was so infatuated with the stories that were in there. This was the first one I had played. I could only, like, I had no idea what does Spielberg look like. What is, where are these other adventures this guy is talking about? These games must have been great. I found out that I was right. Those adventures were great. Okay. Oh, I forgot all about that. That's right. Okay. I forgot that they put those different puzzles on different pages. I would have never remembered that. Way to take me back now.
When you bring,
I love the little hero magazine that this one came with, though. All right, A, B, O, O, Z.
That did.
Yeah, I think I learned that trick from Hurry, watching him do the wizard run in Quest for Glory. Whenever I first started seeing him run this game, I was like, oh my god, there's another runner for this. Perfect. I think he's the one who taught me that you can go vertical. Oh yeah, thinking about it. Well, there's another trick that somebody showed me in the comments that for the sense room, if you stick around till the end of the game, you're going to see something. Maybe you know about it. I didn't, but holy crow, you can skip the entire sense room. That is really cool. Because that is one of those places where I have died at the very last room before you win everything, and had to restart single segment runs. That's embarrassing whenever you're on. Not embarrassing, but it's infuriating whenever you're on world record pace trying to set an SDA record. Granted, I set all the SDA records, but I wanted to beat my records, and I'm pretty sure it was Hurry's. In fact, it would have to be. He's one of the only other people I know who did Quest for Glory 4. I actually really like the sense room. It's pretty simple compared to the other ones. It's just you can die very easily. Yeah, the electricity that you just get absolutely hooked by the little spark. And I never bought the Noir Lightning Bolt, and that would take too long to cast anyway. It's just easier to do safety save and then run past them in Marathon. Yeah, Puri doesn't seem like he's actually doing any streaming anymore, and I'm not sure. I saw that he had posted, sorry, I tried to make this speedrun thing work, but, or this gamer thing work, but it doesn't look like it's working. I guess I don't know. I'd love to have him for RPG Limit Break 2016. He's also surprisingly tall. I'm 6'4". He's 6'4". I mean, he's tall also, so it was a little surprising. I could say I don't look too many people in the eye, but it's not because I'm cocky. It's just because of physiology. I looked up at him, I was like, holy smokes. Oh, come on, again, really? Not messing with that wraith yet. Oh yeah. Wow. Random encounters this game. Oh my. You know what? Only because I want to. We're doing the jump. That might actually be faster. I think that actually is faster to use that jump that way. Yep, that's my new best friend. Yeah, that electricity will zap you, and you're just dead. I mean, it's like a third of your life every single time. Egadini. Nice. Yeah, who found that out? Was that you, Magus? Like, I saw that on the GOG forums, and I was like, you can do what? You can vault over the bush? I mean, that completely changes the 100... that completely changed the game for the any percent run of Thief. Because you can't get the open spell and you can't get the trigger spell by importing. Now I can skip having to deal with the Lishi entirely. I'm thrilled with that. That was a sloppy Baba Yaga. Oh, I can't believe how fast that is. Bravo, buddy. Bravo. That was a great find. Like, I am actually going to have to re-record new runs for the Thief for any percent and really tear into it, because I know a couple new tricks now. In fact, I really think I could beat every single one of my records on the SDA forums, which are really good times. But just with the acrobatics trick, yeah, trigger spell does work on the bush. It's actually faster than open. Open hangs longer. Maybe it's a graphical thing. I'm trying to keep talking to Dimitri. I don't want him to. You know, I'm having trouble with this glitch with Igor, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to head into Dimitri's office and see whether or not that's the trigger for getting the people to talk outside.
Okay, you need my world-famous V-height
formulas here on my phone. Hamlin, pizza water error. Water.
Yeah.
I'm still looking for what triggers this. I thought it was meeting with Dimitri enough times. I'm wondering if it's actually going inside of his office once. Because in some routes I go into his office in order to get the key for the Adventurers Guild. I think you lost me. Of course, it may be because you lost internet. Alright, am I back? Rip stream. Holy smokes, I wonder what happened. Looks like I'm back up on Twitch too, so alright, we're going to pretend that everything is perfectly fine and that for some reason my screen didn't just totally crap out. So, where were we? Oh yes, that's right, I had stopped the timer. Ready, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Yeah, I think I dropped internet connection for some reason. Because I lost my camera, I lost everything. You want to talk about a rigged up system here? I have a microphone in front of me, but that's about the only piece of equipment that might actually be able to be considered. 7 hours 14 at the game for 4. You have to check it out later whenever I show you how I handle the synth room. It's pretty cool. But yeah, go eat. We're talking with mages. Or mages. I don't know, how do you pronounce that? I know Silvestri. I can do that one. Either way, stream good. Thank you for finding the thank you for finding the music. But you found a lot of cool tricks over the time that I've been running this game. But thank you for everything. If you have an active form of aesthetic, you are the thing. You have found so many things at a time whenever I thought I pretty much had this entire game worked out. So it's greatly appreciated if it's been said before. Come on, get up there. Levitate over. Knock the door. But yeah, as I was saying, this is a pretty rigged up system here. I have a streaming app that goes from my iPad to my computer and acts as a webcam. Pretty good picture from what I can see. It doesn't do audio so well. That was part of the problems. I needed to pick up the extra microphone. But I gotta say, I'm impressed with the picture quality. For those of you that are still watching, thank you for watching. Okay, here we go. Let's rest. 2, 3. Oh, getting tired. Perfect. Ultimate joke. You gotta talk to Madame Avoid twice there. If you're playing the diskette version, you don't need to talk to him at all. You should talk to him. He's a nice guy. What would happen if I ever... I think I know. I think I've seen this.
You mustn't let the innkeepers see you.
Yeah, there might be thieves around. Apparently they're all over this great nation of ours. Mordavia.
After...
I wonder what made the Poles pick Mordavia. I mean the name. I know the country is... or the city, country thing, it's province, if you want to call it that, in the Eastern Bloc, but it's kind of interesting as a choice. I don't know. Alright, did it work? Oh, it worked. I bet you that's what it is. I think I need to go in to see Dimitri. I think I need to go in to see him every time. I think that's what'll do it. It still begs the question of whether or not it's faster to do it this way, but at least unlike my last like 5 or 6 streams, Igor doesn't have to die, and I don't have to dodge him anymore. Or dodge Dimitri anymore. Here we go. Igor saved by Diamond Stranger. No problem, buddy. This time it actually benefited me to do it. Now I can actually go see Davey in the day. I don't have to worry about Reverence or Wraiths popping up in my way. Like right there. So now I gotta go run past Alishi. And there will be a fight right here. Oh, can't believe it. I would have lost that bet. Get out. 112. Oh. Oh. The entire run makes me pretty. I'm clean like I did something wrong. I think I did do something wrong. I bought healing pills whenever I was supposed to buy incense. You know, even that sounds like it should be in like the Bath and Beyond or something like that. I bought healing pills instead of incense. Great. That gave me a good chuckle. It's so broken, it's a spell. It's so broken. It does everything. B-O-R-G-O-V. If anybody ever asks me what, if anybody ever wants to know what the most broken spell in Quest for Glory is easily open. In Quest for Glory 5, it's still open. The boss fight is incredibly powerful, incredibly cool, but it's open. It's just overall the most useful spell in the game. There's a couple of surprise ones too, like this route here. Home. I never thought to do that. I think that was another one I learned from Curry. If I beat RPG in the first time, I'm gonna cry, because that just means I just had a horrible run whenever I was at Salt Lake City. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 for good measure. 11 probably would have worked. Okay. It also makes me laugh. Just slammed the door in his face. Why he slams the door rather than kills you, like the trainer probably told him to do with any people coming in. I knew whenever I saw this for the first time, this scene right here, that I was actually getting somewhere in this game for once. I had found all the rituals, I knew where everything was, I just could not for the life of me figure out the Baba Yaga area. I felt like I was thinking, what the heck is going on? Okay, and I remember I couldn't figure out Baba Yaga because I didn't have the hat. Because I couldn't figure out the end of the ghost area because I didn't realize you had to go back and forth 5 or 6 times in order to get the trigger. There's a bunch of little things that me as an adult I probably would have figured it out, but 10-year-old
You're getting...
I never stood a chance. I'm gonna go in and go to bed. Probably slept 3 times too many. Okay, there is the... Because I did things right, I do not have to avoid Dimitri. Need to get a nicer chair. It's a wooden dinner chair. Oop, too far. Why am I counting? I can see if it's night. In case you're wondering how I'm resting so fast, once you click rest 60 minutes one time, you can move up and hit the rest and just keep hitting the escape key once you're in there, and it'll just automatically rest 60 minutes every single time. It's a little strange. I don't know why it works. It does. I'm happy. There we go. Down we go. We'll catch up this time. I like putting the lip on the character. Makes it look big. That's right. Okay. Well, that's not going to add too much time, but it's still a little annoying that I completely forgot it. I'm going to intentionally run past some raids to kill the random encounter timer. Come on. Sometimes you can glitch the game whenever that happens. Get your head hidden with your mouth full.
You find...
Okay, well, I now have all the rituals, so now I can do what I should have done to begin with. This is the least wise way for me to go, but it worked out. Can't wait for this awful run to be over. Oh, all of this is painful compared to some of them. That could have been a lot worse. We're now at 120. That's exactly where my goal is, my consistent goal. And I might be shooting a pipe dream. Alright, let's try this. We asked this question. Can you calm him?
Your calm spell has no effect
other than the momentary relaxation. Okay. Can I cast Fetch? Yes, I can.
You pick up the book and read it.
The thing is to run and walk over the tightrope. That's a little slow. You know what? I'm going to say that was probably faster. We're just going to go with that. I'm glad that worked out. I'm excited. I'm finding all kinds of cool things this time. I'm running and now spending my energy for the rest of the game like this. Yeah, that's cool if that works that way. Yeah, I gotta remember to change it to run each time. That was incredibly fast compared to flip. Now it likes to hang here. And turn the speed back up and we're golden. Switched it back to running again. This area loves to mess with your feet. Alright, number 2. I think this is probably my least favorite of all the ritual rooms. It's not that it's not creative. I love the center area there. It's just not terribly interesting to me, and it just takes a while. And like not in a good way. Alright, here's my new favorite room. Here it goes.
You have no idea.
Okay, so you can't use the tab key. You have to use that. And we're good, and we're out. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that. That's a good call, David. Yeah, I never thought about it that way. Our old phone number in Philadelphia, my dad picked it out. He picked it out because the last 4 digits were 2001, and he loved that movie. I think I'm a nerd. You should see my dad. At least that's always the excuse I use with my wife. You think I'm a nerd? Oh, you should see my dad. And she has. Maybe he even agrees. I don't know. It was a terrible excuse anyway. Alright, here we go. Quest for Glory 4 is done. So between the RNG in Glory 3 and the RNG in Quest for Glory 4 and the bad run of Quest for Glory 2 because it didn't show up on the screen, I'm just having a blast with these two games. Oh man.
This thing.
Okay. Amazing. It quit perfectly on the GOG version. Alright, that's it. We're going back to the GOG for the rest of the run because I can pretty much guarantee it'll actually show up. Alright, Quest for Glory 5. I want to apologize if for some reason the stream does not show up correctly, but it should. Import. Must. Magic. Here we go. Head into danger as fast as possible. Okay. Boy, I hope that stream is coming up okay for you guys, because I haven't switched any settings in this game other than to switch to the GOG version, or the Steam version. And I'm not even using that version, I'm using the GOG version, and that will work perfectly fine yesterday. So I'm just going to go with the fact that it's working, and if it's not, I'll apologize. Maybe I'll pay money, I don't think so. Here comes the fun part. Alright, I can't hear the audio cue, I'm just gonna guess that he's dead. Let me see the score. Deeds. Defeat assassin, got him. The audio cue is faster, but that works also. Yeah, Bruno is behind there. I don't know why Bruno's behind that wall. I love that Bruno's behind that wall. There was a user named Tanada who found the glitch, and remembered the glitch because I was on the Hero U forums talking about the fact that I haven't done Quest for Glory 5 yet. And she found the glitch from, it was found by a guy named Galahad back in like 2007 or 6 or something like that. On the Quest for More Glory forums. The Quest for More Glory forums, they didn't have much use for it. They were really about the story and enjoying the game, but they don't really have much patience for the speedrunning community. I say that. No, they supported me whenever I was at the event, and they're excited to see Quest for Glory get a lot more notice. That being said, having that was like the holy grail of everything. I was just thrilled to find out that that was a thing, that you could skip everything. Oh. No. It's not good. It's not good. Oh. That's the way this one's been going. Come on. Hit me. And you're not hitting me. Amazing. Alright, let's see if I can get that one. Okay. Man, this has just been a bad run from the start. Going in. The real question is, will I have enough magic to actually get into the ball? If I do, I'm going to win. If I don't, I'm going to have to restart in order to do this. Oh, are you kidding me? I've never had that happen once I've clicked. Oh, I was going to walk the whole way.
This gate is so God.
Oh, I got it. Wow, I can't get the actually going to keep going. There's a neat little glitch there I can do a moonwalk while he continues his spiel here about how he's going to destroy the home.
Do you? You are mistaken. I will
It's funny,
not
he
be
just starts,
defeated.
he keeps walking, and just keeps walking, and he goes completely out of sight, and it's like you're not even listening to him. It's pretty funny.
When it
I'd love to make that happen.
the dark dragon will
Again, I
rise to
can't
destroy
see
all of
anything
Silver.
that's going on in the chat. I'm
If
not
I
deliberately
cannot rule what
ignoring
is
you.
rightfully mine,
Load up the
then I
chat with
shall
questions
destroy
a couple
it.
minutes after
You
I'm done.
cannot
It's fun
stop
to
me.
answer
No one
them.
can stop me.
I
I am your
might have
doom.
a couple extra minutes. Maybe I'll do a quick run of the new route for Quest for Glory 1 that we discovered through the tasks in the EGA version. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I like that. I like that idea. We'll do that. I'll do one more bonus for next list. Oh, nice.
I fear we are in very big trouble now.
Okay, have to check everything except for come on, Dominic, get me out of here.
Good luck, you two. You're gonna... There you go. Villa.
Where are you guys
Need
going?
help.
Oh my lord, the pathfinding is real. Oh.
I died. I am already dead.
Okay, I'm gonna be able to pull off things like the alley here. Gordon's dead. Dragon's going to go.
The dragon has
Best
gotten
case scenario,
loose.
Dragon doesn't even move, and I kill him before he even has before he even stands a chance. Elsa is going to lean down for some reason here, and she's looting Gordon's corpse. I don't know.
Let's just
Destroy Got him. That's great.
we fun.
Solaria saving. Good. Fanfare. Let's dance.
Behold, the new king of Silmaria.
Go back up. Timer. Failed. Run over. Where'd I end? Once I actually beat Limit Break. Oh, that's painful. Oh, man, that's rough. Okay. Just sat down, saw you were doing this, caught the last 10 seconds. Shadows of Darkness, I guess I'll have to watch the rest of it later. Go, man, go. Brian? Oh, I'm telling you, man, this was a rough run. I can't believe I beat Limit Break by a couple seconds here. It was 133 was Limit Break 2016. The last major time I streamed, but that was a really bad run. We got hit with every RNG problem you can imagine. We had streaming problems with one of the games. We had just general errors. Oh, it's been a fun time, everybody. David, you said, I'm guessing the class-specific any % categories say not to use this trick, same as the spell potion skip. Yeah, it's a major skips glitch. Whenever you use magic to start a character, you need the frostbite spell. It's the only one that actually has an area of effect spell that will hit the guy, or hit Bruno the assassin in the wall. So if you have frostbite, you can glitch yourself out of the game like that. So yeah, the any percents are meant to be full any % runs, no major skips. At least not like that. That's virtually a credits warp. I mean, you're skipping 50 minutes of the game on a good run. So it's yeah, that's pretty much a credits warp. I use it for any % because I mean it just makes the game manageable, or makes the run a lot faster. Maybe sometime I'll do a full any % of that. I need to do the any % of the Quest for Glory 5. I haven't even touched them. There's a MB Stone has done the Thief any % and Thief 100% run. He came out of nowhere. Thrilled to see him do that. Yeah, really, really happy to see him invested in that, and I'd love to see some of the other stuff he can come up with. I want to see a fighter any %. I want to see a fighter 100% run of that game, of Quest for Glory 5. That one just looks like a mess. Okay, one more for the road. Why not? Well, I wonder if I can actually do this without dying. Because why not? 40 there, that's all we need. Don't need that. Run. Quest for Glory 1 EGA. Let's do some damage here. Done. Oh, I love the remake. I'm a remake guy. Now that being said, I do have a special. Open door. Hidden, hide and go seek. Okay. Okay, hold on. We got to restart. I'm using the Steam version again, and I should have learned my lesson that they're different. That's funny. That skip only works in Heroes Quest version 1.0. Okay. Yep, that's my fault. My bad. I gotta own that one. Give me a second. I gotta reset up my DOSBox config for this. That should do it. Okay, let's try this. Yep, that worked. And that was going good too. All right, now we're on version 1.0. All right, let's do this. One. Sitting here, it's like, okay, you say hide and go seek. Yeah, I say hide and go seek. You're supposed to tell me the troll goes back. What the heck's going on? Clicks to me that I still haven't got all my ducks in a row yet on this, so we're almost there. Cast open, open door. There we go. Do a safety save. Why not? Ooh, whoops. Looking at text parser certainly does have the charm. I agree. I like the text parser. Not fast enough. Just open. Safety save. What was that noise? Perfect. Not perfect enough. Okay. Here we go. Open the door. And in. Nice. Don't have to. Step. Closed door. I'm safety saving all over this place here. Chair. Candle. Climb. Open. I could have typed that right away. Elda. Yeah, who's Elda? I have no idea. Elsa. There we go. Okay. Stop. Pull. Let's do a quick safety save here. We're going to cast open, which is faster than the dagger glitch. Line up my thing here. And then I get myself killed because I don't go fast enough. Okay. It's so hard to get it right. Wow, why not? Stay a little closer to the, Come on. You know you want to win. Oh, I had it. I had it. Now that's just annoying. Wow, this thing is fighting me today. Oh, I got it finally. Wow, that was rough. I'm glad I didn't time that one like I was planning on up there. Yeah, this is definitely faster to beat than the EGA version. The problem is the credit scene. The credit scene is like literally like 3 to 4 minutes long, and you can't really speed it up. I mean, I guess I could if I turned the cycles all the way up, but that's kind of defeats the purpose of it. I worked with C-Square on the the full-assisted version, and I think the entire run is like 42 seconds. Maybe it's just absolutely insane how fast we were able to beat it. Agree to disagree. I think Quest for Glory 1 VGA was the first computer game I ever played. Number punchers on like the Apple. That's fun. I wonder if you're thinking of the same one I am, like Number Munchers. We had like Apple IIGs. I mean, it wasn't even like nice Number Munchers. I mean, it looked like Pac-Man Number Munchers. But the text parser certainly does have its charm. I like the charm in Quest for Glory 2. Really like the charm in Quest for Glory 2 of that one. We got a little extra time. You know what? I'm going to go through the EGA version of Quest for Glory 2 real quick. Let's just see what kind of damage we can get myself into. I'm going to do a fighter run. I haven't done that one in a very long time. It's either going to be catastrophic or it's going to be quick. Alright, give me a second. It's crashing out on me on that one, so. Alright, we got one more tonight. It'll be a good one. At least it would have been a good one. Alright, let's see here. Let's actually load up the good old, or the Steam version. Let's see what should work. Alright, I said fighter, let's do fighter. I'm going to have to figure out what the command for sword is, but get the sword because I don't remember anymore. Throwing? No. Weapon use, yes. Alright, let's do this one. I like this one. Set arcade to easiest, why not? I'm going to be safety saving all over the place only because I have no idea what I'm going to run into in this version. Alright, let's do some cell. Cell beard. I'm going to scream at him too. 6, 7, 5, 8. Dazzle. 4 speakers, why not? Because we should. Lamp. By instance. Let's go get the map. actually beat this entire run legitimately with like only 1 dinar and 20 what's the other one called? Centimes. Yeah. What happened? Okay. Use incense. Yelp. Use lamp. Use fire. Too far. Catch that time, bugger. Back in. Gotta remember to run, it's so much faster. 8. Put down lamp, drop lamp. Okay, you drop it. Okay, cast levitate. I don't have the dirt. Oh boy, that's a problem. It's not a huge one in this game. I don't think it's a huge one. Okay. We're gonna see. Does he kill me? No, we're good. We got one more day to get this right. That's pretty funny that I forgot to do that. That's right, I think I already. Do I have it? Pot of dirt. Yeah, I get it too. Levitate. Drop. Dirt. Nice. I grinded this run so many times to get the optimal. On. Get 12. Okay. Let's go get a sword from Rakesh. Get sword. Wow. Okay, cool. Got it right. Come on. Where are you? I got way bugger. There we go. Alright, let's just steal Stolfort. I don't feel like getting it back. I forget if you can take it with you. Use water skin. Use bellows. It's pretty much impossible to die to this. Get water skin. It's pretty much impossible to die to the water elemental in the EG. I mean, it's not impossible, but you really got to screw up. And Rahora is saying there's something going on, and I'm not going to deal with it. I guess I should have started the timer again. I'm still new to this streaming thing. Usually I just time everything after I record it, so I'm not used to having to hit the buttons whenever it's going on. Start at the first frame, go to the last one. Alright. Yay, intermission. one of the more annoying things, and it's a little thing, but it really does screw up the methodology that you use in this game, is that the mouse, whenever it transitions, will jump automatically back to that corner every single time that the screen transitions. It's a little thing, but it makes a big difference in a lot of areas. It makes the keyboard more reliable as far as that goes. Here's the fun part. Now we wait. And by God, is waiting fun. This is the #1 problem with the EGA version. The front end is so fast. It's so much fast. Well, yeah, it is. I'd say whenever it's run perfectly, it's so much faster than the VGA version. When it's not, I have been able sometimes I haven't gotten this to work in probably over a year now. Hey, Magus is back. Hey, Magus. Magus. Silvestri? I know the Silvestri part. I got that part right. I shouldn't go back and forth out of there. Yeah, there's lamps out. In case you don't have oil for Kaveen, you can take the oil lamp. Actually, only that one. It just bothers me that I can't get that to ever glitch out again. I had to have been running a faulty version. It's the only thing I can think of. Silver works. Alright, Silver, you got it. I'm going to do my best to not forget that. I'm horrible with that. I will probably ask you what that was 5 or 6 times. It's not because I'm a jerk, it's because I genuinely want to know, but I'm terrible with names. Probably a great thing for a pastor to be is just horrible with names. Why not? Right now we are waiting. Well, right now I'm sitting in my dining room. Clever. No, right now we are just waiting for the day-to-night transition to happen at the Blue Parent Inn so we can go and then wait another 9 minutes. Oh, this part is so brutal. This part is so brutal. I like to take the knife and stab it. Hit Whitmer. And then you hit rest, and you're like, you can't rest here. And I'm like, actually, this is an inn. This is the perfect place to rest. This is the best reason for why I run the VGA whenever I'm doing the only thing that this really helps with is the thief run in the marathon. Excuse me, hiccups. The thief, you can train stealth because you just walk back and forth and you can... Perfect. Okay. Because you can train stealth, things run much smoother. Because you can then wish for agility and really boost your agility, and you can actually do Quest for Glory 3 properly without having to worry about any glitches whatsoever. even though Quest for Glory 2 is a fan game, I consider that to be a legitimate version because they did receive that limited license. Okay, here we go. That actually skips a huge chunk of time doing that. And then there's nothing else to skip time on. You are just in a waiting game between you and the end of this area. I can't boil these people. Shoot. Oh, this game. Yep, you can get your agility high enough that you can actually do Quest for Glory 3 without glitching anything. Okay, I'm not allowed to leave now. I'm just gonna run the hallways. Back and forth in this area. Like, I remember those scenes in DuckTales where Scrooge McDuck would walk around in his little pacing circle. And that's what that just reminded me of right now. I'm excited for the new DuckTales series. I grew up with the Disney afternoon. I'm excited. My kids are going to get all these new cynical Disney shows to enjoy. I don't think I am lucky enough. Approach this. For some reason, I felt like that went faster. Come on, almost there. Nope. Anyway, I'm excited for the new DuckTales series. I also really like David Tennant, so that's probably a big part of it. Now I'm hearing for the new Doctor Who series, I'm going to have to wait until 2018, the end of it. I'll get like one episode or a ending finale of a new Doctor. No, it's just Doctors. Sorry, that was very on PC of me. Sooner or later I'm going to run right into the swords. Come on, make it night. It's got to be night. Oh yeah, absolutely. David Tennant's great. Of course, if you've seen him in interviews, he is looking rough recently. I don't know. He's starting to look like Scrooge McDuck. I mean, not Ducky, but you know, age-wise. I mean, also loved him as the Purple Man. Oh yeah, they're building on something great. I'm thrilled. Plus, I also like it because, you know, remakes got a really bad rep a number of years ago. And I was one of the biggest people that complained about these remakes. And I was like, come on, these remakes, they never get it right. And I think they agreed that they weren't getting it right. So what's been happening, I've noticed, is that I say this, makes me feel a little old. As my generation, I'm 33, we start to become executives, we start to get some creative power. We take a look at what was not going right, and the next thing you know, they're pandering to my generation because we're the ones buying power now. That's why you're starting to see remakes of DuckTales. I think that's one of the big reasons why the Marvel movies have been so successful, is because I grew up on this stuff. It's pandering, but it's pandering at its finest. I haven't seen Broadchurch. I've been told a number of times I need to watch it, and I am the kind of guy I will watch Broadchurch. I will finally get to it sooner or later. Come on, nighttime. What are you doing to me here? Come on. Yeah, I'm on the fastest time scale. If anybody was wondering why we do not run the EGA version for marathons, this is why. I love the EGA version too. I'd love to be able to patch in a rest ability. I think it could be done. Alright, some safety saves as we go. Stay open. Search tasks. There we go. Oops, wrong way. And there we go. Is that his name, JJ? My wife and I used to babysit a little kid. Well, we were dating at the time, but we babysat somebody for. He would watch JJ the Jet Plane, and that was all that kid wanted to watch. It's a cute kid, though. Every time I hear the name JJ, that's what I think of. Okay. One thing I can do here that I can't do in the other ones, I can run in this room. Cast. Open. Got it. That went pretty smoothly, actually. Here we go. This area is a little screwy with some of its transitions. Alright, here we go. Ah, really? That was painful. This area is a lot easier if you turn the speed down. You just hit the minus button like 3 times, 2 or 3 times, you're usually good. Okay, let's see here. Can we fall and not die? Yep, we're good. Well, apparently I didn't run fast enough. You can run earlier in there and you can go faster if you get through it that way, but I messed up. I haven't done this version in a long time now. You can realize how much I've actually forgotten. Okay, yeah. Okay, here we go. Wish for health. Wish for teleport. I don't want to do anything else. You know what? Let me wish for magic. Wish for teleport. So I have a little bit of extra buffer room for whenever I screw up the final room. Cast Dazzle. Open. Run in. We're good. There we go. the door there, buddy. I'm not going to save. Thank God. I was gonna say, I hate whenever I miss it. Force Bolt costs 6 magic, so if you miss, odds are you're not gonna have enough magic to actually beat that area. Especially if you didn't wish for health in previous cave. That's one of the reasons I always wish for health, is because you do get that extra stuff. Man, that was rough. It's been a while since I've done a speedrun of this game. I need to rethink the route. Not really the route, I just need to rethink how I used to do it. I was pretty much anti-BGA for a while on the Quest for Glory 2 until I realized how much faster it actually was. And I find the BGA of Quest for Glory 2, I think, theoretically it's legitimate. They had a limited license, it works. No problem as far as that. Limited license makes thing cool. I mean, Sierra knew about it, and Sierra said you're going to do this as long as you don't sell it. In fact, it's free, make it even better. That brazier is, it just likes to fight me. My favorite glitch in the game is whenever you hit it, he falls off, but he doesn't die. Instead, he just, like, that animation just recycles over and over again, and the candles continue to light, and you die, because Iblis is released. That's a really fun one. That's a really neat glitch, especially whenever you're on good pace. I mean, I might be able to just bounce off the one wall and not even move. I mean, I'm just too scared to try anything by the time in the EGA version because it's fun. I'll say that. Something I just found out is that the follow me on this. They have Razzle Dazzle Root Beer on the EGA version of Quest for Glory 1. It's the cheat, it's the debug mode. They didn't really have one for Quest for Glory 1 VGA, but they do. They actually do. There's one magic script that you can copy over from, I think it's Police Force 1, and that, or something like that, Police Quest 1 or something. Maybe it was 3. Either way, if you copy that over, you can get the teleport ability back from the debug mode. None of the other things work from it, but apparently which room you go to does work. So what I'm thinking is that I would love to do a remix of something I call the Worst Hero Ever run. Worst Hero Ever. You would win the game with like 19 points or something like that because you try to kill the fox, you eat the seed from the dryad, you hack the Spirea seeds open. Actually, you can't eat the seeds you can't eat the acorn from the dryad if you hack the Spirea seeds. Either way, you pay to lose your money. You do everything you possibly can to lose points. I couldn't do everything though, because there were some things that I had to skip past, or I had to get points for, like getting past the Minotaur. Getting calm. Actually, I don't have to do those anymore. You know what? I might be able to beat Quest for Glory 1 with negative points. You know what? I think I'm going to try that. I'm not even going to do the one thing. I've got some... no, fire already exists. I got a better idea. How about I just quit out? Alright. I'm excited at this prospect because I have some new skills and a new glitch that might just make this really neat to see. I'm going to beat this with the least number of points possible. You need to be a fighter. You need to have magic. You need to kill the bear. You know what? We're doing this. Here we go. There we go. Let's start getting some points. I'm cheating this time. Worst hero ever. Oh, I'm deleting that ever. Worst. Yep, I'm not even fixing that. Hero. Ever. Okay, here we go. Let's keep going. Let's take this up to, let's say, 300 here. 300 here. Let's get some magic. Let's get some extra points. Alright, yeah. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what kind of trouble I can get into. Because I don't need to get past it. Listen, you said OMG. I realize I got the whole pastor thing on there, but I don't necessarily consider that rude. You're cool. In other words, you're cool, Silver. Don't worry. I'm more offended by the fact that you thought I might be offended. Alright, let's see. I gotta think about how I need to do this. I'm not really in speedrun mode right now. I need to... How do I... You can lose points by giving things and giving money to the guys, but you can also lose points by losing all of your money. Alright, so we gotta get a drink first. Alright, let's get some troll sweat. We're gonna get tore up. There we go, -4. We're already on the right track. Yeah, the streaming pastor thing is a little strange, I realize. I'm good with that. I'm going with it. Here we go. Now, Fox, I know you thought that I was here to save you, but you're dead. Actually, no, you teleported. Oh, you bugger. Alright, let's see what else. I need to get a little bit of money. But I need to get a little bit of money if I risk it. David, that was awful. Okay, let's kill a goblin. I know this sounds counterintuitive, but I need to get some coins, and hopefully enough that they don't just kill me as some sort of like cheap bum. Okay, here we go. Here, here, here. Something happened? I crashed. Or soft locked. Okay, well, at least I didn't lose too much there. Okay, we need to get just enough money that the guys don't want to kill me whenever I let them rob me. Oh yeah, that's right, you can come right in here, and if you run right into that bottom corner, you can trigger the fight instantly. I learned that while doing the 100% run. No money there, okay. Nice thing is I can get money like crazy and not run into any problems here with gaining too many points. Okay. I'm gonna have to come back here. I'm doing this in the wrong order. Alright, 4 here, 5 here, 8 here. Come here. Nice. Okay. Lost some more points. Good. Oh, the weapon monster. Oh, the weapon master monster is right. You know, we're working on the timing, what the stats are. And he's completely beatable at 10,000 cycles. You need like an average skill set of the main skills at like an absurdly high number, like 80. Oh, apparently I ran into him and ran away from him at the same time. Okay, let's see. Let's go this way. Let's go get a little bit more money just to be safe. I don't want to be killed. Yeah, you need strength, intelligence, agility, vitality, luck, and weapon skill, dodge, and parry. They all need to be around 80. And then you can beat him pretty easily. You can actually beat him easily before that. The big trick is dropping everything that you have equipped. Okay, the question is, am I missing any points that... How do I want to say this? Am I... Mid-afternoon. Oh, jeez, I gotta waste more time. No! No! Oh no, if I hear... No, we're fine, we're fine. Forget what I said. No, nothing, we're fine. Here I am thinking, I didn't learn the password. No. Great. Got one extra point there. Alright. Let's go up, we'll kill the bear. Sorry, I'm getting tired. I'm not thinking right. Poor Baron. Never stood a chance. Oh yeah, it definitely does. I did a few tests. Somebody's working on the fighter 100% route, and the weapon master, Swordy Lordy, he's the gatekeeper to it apparently. Everything else is fairly easy. I actually think that the experience is going to be a problem also in that run. Because you need to fight a Saurus Rex. Okay, I should have enough now. We need to kill time. Too impatient. You can run into a Saurus Rex, but I don't think they spawn until you have 500 experience points. So you notice right there where it says 13 for my experience. The game starts spawning harder enemies at higher experience, and I'm pretty sure the Saurus Rex is the one that won't spawn. I could be totally wrong on that. No, I did not mean to do that. Okay, good. I didn't lose too much there. We just gotta kill time right now. I went with my daughter a couple months ago. Spent a couple in-game just trying stats. Yeah, this game is fun to grind in. I gotta say, this is probably my favorite grinding game. Just because you start out so weak and everything is just absolutely ready to kill you. I think I made a mistake. You know what? Give me a second here. I think I need to restart this run. As annoying as that is. Yeah, and then the normal Saurus doesn't spawn until later. I think the problem that I did there was that worst time. No. I don't need the Faria seed, so I think I just hacked part of the bush and the seed, which gave me the points that I didn't need. I think I should just hack apart the bush and not get the seed and lose even more points. Nice thing about having a mouse and a touchpad is that you can triple click. Yeah, grinding climbing is a little difficult in this game. I'm not a big fan. Let's see, parry, sure, why not? Dodge, of course, why not? Throwing, sure, let's throw in there too, and agility. I think 1,000's the max. You know, I don't even exactly know what gives you experience per se. I think it's pretty much just everything gives you experience. Don't quote me on that. I don't really know that. Did I seriously just get 2 points? Are you kidding me? Call me a perfectionist, but I'm starting to remember there's certain little tweaks that you can do, not quirk. Certain little things you can do to to get even more or even fewer points. Like not go out the front door, which gives you 1 point. Almost there. Okay, that's good. Climbing. Easily good enough. Doing pretty much everything. I hit 1,000 early on with thieves, do lockpicking and the grinding. I did 1,000 or a 100%, yeah, 1,000%. I did 100% thief run, and it's on my YouTube channel. And I didn't find. Okay, should be good there. I didn't actually find that I had that much experience at the end of the game. I don't exactly remember how much I had, but I remember thinking, geez, that's going to make fighting that Saurus really difficult. Okay, here we go. What you do is, so you avoid those first 2 points, is that you climb out of the town. You climb out of the town, you don't go to that first screen, you don't exit the front door, you don't get the extra point. Your stats up to challenge the weapon master, you're going to get a lot of XP anyway. Yeah, makes sense. That makes sense. There's just that little RNG problem that I have, and that I hate it. And because I don't have the best luck with RNG. If you've ever seen my run of, you should look at my comments on the SDA page of the Mage and Quest for Glory. It's not pretty. I will never do a serious magic user any % run ever again. I have sworn off that. I cannot find a serious, because the spell casting and the magic level grinding in this game is absolutely absurd. It doesn't work right. Sometimes you double cast spells and you're not really double casting, and then sometimes you cast spells you don't get experience, and then sometimes you get experience for the last spell that you cast. and it doesn't really seem to be any rhyme or reason to what you're getting. So yeah, if I sound a little hurt by this game, in that aspect, yeah, I am. I was burned by the magic user. I was so excited whenever I finally finished that run. Okay, I should have enough money now to not get myself killed by the jerks. Okay, here's where I'm going to save, because I think if I just hack apart a random flower, just double check there. Yep, I can lose 10 points and not have to worry about gaining any of it back. So cool, hacked apart a flower. And I do know for a fact that you don't get more for hacking apart multiple flowers. I already thought about that. Come here, bear. Alright, you're dead. Let's go kill the fox now. I intentionally run into enemies constantly, apparently. Nope. Goblin coming. Nope. Negative 48. Nice. Nice. Okay, well, nice thing is I can go and kill time without gaining points at with goblins. It's really the fetch spell. It's really the magic grinding that doesn't make any sense. I love the magic user, don't get me wrong. I hate the speed run any percent normal without like major skips. That I never want to do again. I think I've said that enough times, you don't need to hear that again. Yeah, I find the magic users routes, and I think the 100% is extremely interesting in that. But it does require a lot of luck. Okay, here we go. Come on. Nighttime, anytime. Of course, why not? One more encounter. All right. Come on. I'm scared to do anything that might gain me points. I remember when this was the way to train climbing. I mean, this is the way to train climbing, but for the speed run, this was the way you did it. And oh, that was so inefficient. Goodbye, halcyon days. Sunset approaches. Come on. Let's save real quick. Wonder if I can lose any more points by drinking. Yeah, I agree. Didn't lose any more points there. Come on. back over the wall. A little bit more. It's almost night. I can lose just a few more coins if I just let them rob me. Oh, come on. I am not that impatient. Actually, kind of ironically, I am that impatient. Getting the night-day cycle in the speed run was one of the trickier things to figure out. Wow, that was great. There we go. All right, good. And just to be certain, 100% you want to run as close to the wall as possible there. Okay, here we go. Let's get ourselves robbed. Oh, seriously? Is that only in the EJ version? I just did all that grinding for nothing? Alright, I deserve that. I deserve that. I deserve that. Should have saw that coming. That's funny. That's funny. I now do not have the key. Because I don't have the key and I don't have the open spell because I didn't want to buy the open spell earlier. The new training method for the... how am I going to rest? What's the best place to rest without risking gaining points? Neutral. That's not literally neutral. The best place to... Let's see if this works. Yeah, the best place to train climbing is back with the beggar. You can get your skill up high enough that you can climb up to the Spirea seeds without actually having to do it. Oh, good, we've got a palette swap glitch going on. Great, because that's pretty. All right, let's go get magic spell. I can't. That's right. I don't have any more money. I just got robbed. Okay, one more time. You can get your skill high enough to get up the Spirea seeds, and that's really the only thing you need to climb climbing for. The fighter, any percent, I think my wife came up with, I think, the most clever solution for it. She saw me having to deal with the bear, and she told me to just kill the bear. Why do I need to deal with it? And I was like, oh my lord, that's genius. So I got a bunch of rocks and just chucked them at the bear until he died, and that trained up my throwing until I could get the Spirea seed, which is pretty good. I was excited for that one. No more need for climbing. I actually made the fighter a very fast run. Oh, wrong way. Come on, wrong way. Luckily, he's a fighter. He's not going to gain points for learning magic spells. Okay. Oh. Drat. Did it again. I went out the front door and gained a point. I am going for the lowest points possible. In case you're wondering what the heck I'm doing or how the heck I got my score negative 48, we started out with cheating, and we are continuing the cheating, and we're going to glitch it, and we're going to see what the final low score is if you glitch past the Minotaur and don't deal with them. Yep. If it's 19, I'm going to be disappointed because I think that's the same low score as I've had before. Okay. I'm saving here now, so that way I don't have to do this again. If you're wondering what's happened to the graphics, they're just hideous because that's what happens if you do this for too long on Quest for Glory. Give me a second, I'm going to reload it. It's even getting sore on my eyes now. And then my wife is probably wondering why I am not upstairs yet. So close to 1, I've got staff meeting in the morning. Because I'm responsible. Apparently that's what responsible people do. Alright, what do I got? I've got magic. Good. That looks better. Did it again. I've got a memory like a steel trap that's broken. Alright, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Let's go kill us a troll. What's faster? Okay, I know what's faster. Oh, seriously, come on. Yeah, like a colander. Okay. In here, you're gonna get points for killing the troll, but yeah, Eosaurus Rex is 500 experience points, I believe. And I'm like 95% positive that that's the rule. One. Oh, yeah, I can just climb over now. Oh, why did I get points? Oh, I'm not supposed to get points. Oh, that's right. You get points just for getting to this place. Okay, well, can't stop the points from rolling in. Run into any trolls except by going near the brigand camp. Yeah, that's the best place to hunt them. Yep, that bottom area down there, you'll run into them extremely consistently down there, and they are much easier than Fred. Fred the troll is one of those nasty little problems I wish would just go away. He is a nightmare in my any % thief run. Alright, let's see here. We're going to end in the positive points as much as I didn't want to. I can't really think of a way to do it. One of these times I am going to install the that debug script, and we're going to warp around and get the least number of points possible and end the game with negative. It's going to be great. It's not going to be nearly as great as I'm making it sound, but yeah, I deserve that. I don't have any daggers or rocks. I need rocks to do this. Okay, I can get rocks now. Okay. Not as bad as I thought. You need at least something to throw to get out of that room. I don't care what happens now. We are going for it. I've got rocks. That's what matters. I've got rocks. You know, I never tried to throw rocks at these guys. What happens? Nothing. That's disappointing. I'm up for any suggestions. If there is a way to skip this room, I've tried everything to try to glitch my way out of it. It just doesn't seem to want to work. Okay, here we go. Two, three. Dun, 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 dun. All right, what do we get? 29 points. Really bad at this hero thing. Better than I thought we were going to be, though. I feel like I missed points. Missed losing points. Give me a second. Let me just take a quick look to see if there's any points lost that I did to become a hero. Thanks, David. Oh, man. Jeez, I feel great about myself right now. Love that here. Trollololol. All right. Let's see. Looking for it. I'm looking for where I did the research on points. Come on. Where'd you go? There it is. Quest for Glory 1 and losing points. All right, 10 points for the fox, the bear, Spirea, drinking, eating magic acorn. Apparently I did 13. Hey David, have a good night, man. Yeah, getting robbed is only in the EGA version. Well, with that in mind, QFG run on my virtual box. That'd be neat. I hope you do. Hey everybody, I'm going to bed too. David's got the right idea. I gotta work tomorrow. It's been a pleasure. I had a lot of fun. I have no idea whenever the next time I'm going to stream is. I've got things to do. I preach this weekend. I have classwork that needs to get done. I'm still a seminary student on top of things. Full-time student, full-time dad, full-time husband, full-time employee. Still running around. And then occasionally finding time to engage in my favorite pastime here. But it's a lot of fun to do. I want to thank you all for watching. I know there hasn't been too many of you here, but the few, the proud, the point-and-click guys, I love it. Hopefully you learned a couple things too along the way, and don't hesitate, throw questions at me, mrprmiller@gmail.com. I have no problem giving that out. That's my email address. Message me if you've got questions. That's what I'm here for. I appreciate it, Brian. I'm going to get a really solid run together on that thief really soon. I need to find out what the heck happened with the Quest for Glory 2 run. Yeah, that was a mess. So once I figure everything out, I will be golden as far as that goes. My goal is to be sub 120, or 120 or sub 120. That's really what I want. I need to save 5 minutes somewhere, so I have no idea where it's going to happen. But that would put me 13 minutes ahead of Limit Break 2016. And I think that'd be pretty cool if I could be pretty consistent and get it that low. All right, I got a goal. I got to sleep. All right, it's been a pleasure, everybody. I hope you had a good night, or I hope you have a good night. Take care, everyone.